And Crime Beat police are looking for a suspect who fled the scene of a crash after hitting a pedestrian last night. That pedestrian later passed away. All right, take a look at our Pinpoint map. It happened at the intersection of 4th and Washington Streets around 6:45 last night. Police say the pedestrian was hit by two different cars, but only the second one stayed at the scene. Now they're looking for a small car, possibly with some front end damage. Secret Witness is offering a $1,500 reward for information leading to an arrest in this case. You can call Secret Witness at 322-4900 or text your tip to 847-411. And this same intersection really has a history of tragedy. Just last week, a pedestrian went to the hospital with life-threatening injuries after getting hit. It is not just pedestrians that have been affected either. Zach Mooney is live at the intersection with those details. Zach?
Well, Landon, this memorial behind me on this stop sign, you can see Paula Penrod built that for her son. Now she says it's time to redecorate it for the holidays, but his name is still bolted right there on the sign, as you can see. Now, in 2011, a taxi driver ran through this exact same stop sign and collided with Ryan, who was on his motorcycle, and he died on the scene. Now, Paula, a couple years later, the city added these traffic signals, but Paula says this intersection is still just too dangerous. It's a story you'll only see on Channel 2.
It seems like forever since my son was here, but it seems like it was yesterday. It never goes away.
In 2011, Paula Penrod lost her 30-year-old son, Ryan, to this crash at 4th and Washington. After fighting for a traffic signal, Penrod says the city went with a flashing pedestrian signal instead. She says it's not enough and wouldn't have prevented her son's death. And most people agree the area needs some help. And what's it like trying to cross here every day?
Try not to get hit.
Tragedy, to be honest with you.
That's what Lieutenant Scott Dugan thinks of when thinking of that intersection. He says with a special grant, police started cracking down on violations in this area last year.
So we've done quite a bit just in that area enforcement-wise, and we're still seeing these sorts of tragic events occur. So it is certainly frustrating and sad.
Now, while people are quick to blame drivers, we found no group is innocent. In just a couple hours, we saw cars not stop for pedestrians, but also pedestrians completely ignoring the crossing signal. Enforcement is only a part of the strategy for pedestrian safety. Dugan says education is more important, but we need to take safety tips seriously.
When we can start changing the culture and the behavior, both on the driver's side and the pedestrian side, then I think we're going to make some serious traction improving safety.
Meanwhile, others say it will take a third E, engineering.
Instead of the crossing like they've got it, they need to do a stoplight. It's not working. No, not working at all.
I didn't want to see another person killed at this intersection, and I did not want to have another family go through what our family has gone through with the death of Ryan.
Now, in a statement, the city traffic engineer did tell us that in 2014 they looked into the possibility of adding a traffic signal to this intersection. Now, the problem was there's only about 120 cars per hour that travel through this intersection, where the average recommendation for a traffic light is 200 cars per hour. So it didn't quite meet that average. So that's why they went with the flashing pedestrian signal instead. Covering the story live in downtown Reno, Zach Mooney, Channel 2 News.
All right, Zach.